What's good, y'all? It's your boy Treywrld, and we back with another video, you feel me? Now today, we are reacting to Seth Rollins really doesn't like CM Punk. I don't remember the dude's name. Chris Van Vliet. Yeah, Chris, this man. I'd say he's a good interviewer when it comes to wrestling. He's a great interviewer. And he's a cool dude too. Not gonna lie, he's a really cool dude. I follow him on Instagram. He's doing an interview with Seth Rollins, and this is one of the clips from the interview. And just talking about how Seth really does not like CM Punk. Like, really, real life. No storyline, no nothing. Like, real life does not like this man, CM Punk. And we finna get to the bottom of it, man. We finna get down to it. We finna see what's popping in this interview, what Seth gotta say. And I know I was supposed to react to this interview like a while ago. Honestly, I was supposed to react to this like a while ago. But yeah, we finna get into it now. We here now, so yeah, we finna get into it, man. Like always, the original link to the video will always be in the description below. And with that being said, people, let's get into it.
Seth Rollins, CM Punk, first Raw on Netflix, and man, these promos have been something else.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they've been interesting. They've been interesting. I mean, it's just, these are promos. These are things that I've thought about saying publicly for a long time, and things I've wanted to say to his face for a long time and haven't been able to, or have said privately. You know, occasionally I would get asked about him over the years, and you would see some of it slip out. But most of the time, I just never wanted to acknowledge his existence because he was such a, I mean, he really was just a cancer to my career for many years while he was gone. He an intentional one, you know what I mean? He was a parasite. He really just wanted to he seemed like every time he could take a pot shot at me or the company, he was trying to. And so I never wanted to give that credence because I just kind of looked at him as like a troll. I'm like, I don't want to acknowledge these things because then it looks like they matter, and they don't. But it did bother me internally, because, you know, we were trying, dude, that roster from like, I mean, he leaves in 2014, right? I think like we were hustling, dude. We were trying our damnedest, and we were given garbage a lot of the time, and we were making the best of it. And like, you know, he was in a position where he'd made a bunch of money and could just dip and go. And there wasn't an alternative. AEW didn't exist at the time. There was nowhere else to go. Like, what are we going to do? Just pack up and leave because CM Punk's feelings were hurt?
Yeah, and because, you know, Seth he's pointing out a lot of stuff right now, because at that time CM Punk, he was on top of like a lot of shit, and just because his feelings got hurt, he ended up leaving, and now they honestly don't know what to do. They're stuck. That's what it was at the time, man. It's crazy time. It was a damn sure crazy time. Bro, there's a lot of stuff that Seth is really pointing out, and you could really see in this man's face, like, oh yeah, I really don't like this. I truly don't like this dude. Fuck that guy. Like, he said that he's a cancer to his career, and I can see the reason why. I can at the same time, and I'm glad that he kind of put it behind him. I'm glad that he did. But yeah, it's just, damn, it's a lot. it's a lot, and I feel like Seth, as a wrestler, he's not getting like the appreciation that he should. Because again, if I go back to my one hot take talking about Seth is better than Roman, again, it's like the Big Boy and Andre 3000 conversation out of who's better in that. It's like, yeah, you got Big Boy can spit. Big Boy on a track by himself, he can go. But then you got a nigga like Andre 3000. That's Roman Reigns. Seth is the Big Boy, and Roman is Andre 3000. That's what it is. They're both great. It's just one's better than the other. One is slightly better than the other because of his skill, really. Because of his uniqueness, I'd say.
Because that's what he wanted from guys. He didn't want people who were his friends to stay and work for the company because he felt like it was like it's some sort of betrayal to him. And I'm like, dude, A, this is my dream job. B, this is how I earn a living. And like, I'm trying to get to your level. Like, I don't have the luxury to just quit. I can't go anywhere else and get paid this kind of money.
Right.
Like my career, I don't get to work till I'm 60 either, you know? So it was one of the most selfish things I'd ever seen out of a human, like leaving.
Also, and I'm sorry, I kind of did go on a little rant earlier. But I also get what Seth was talking about. Like, again, CM Punk left for his own reasons and wanted people to back him up behind him. He felt some type of way when people didn't back him up. And yeah, but what Seth is saying is like, yeah, again, this is my dream job. This is what I've wanted to do. I can't go nowhere else and get this kind of money that I'm getting and do the thing that I want to do. Because again, it's 2014. At the time, AEW wasn't even thought of. So it's just like, yeah, you think I'm gonna leave because of the way you felt about how people were treating you and the guy that was in charge was treating you? No, I mean, I'm sorry, we have our own reasons for leaving. If you want to leave, you can leave, that's fine. But again, this is where I want to be, and I want to be here till I'm 60. And just, yeah, I understand what Seth is talking about wholeheartedly. I really do.
The way he did, and then kind of like expecting other people to follow him, and then like taking shots at the place from a distance when he wouldn't even explain to his friends like why he was so resistant to continuing that friendship. Like I never got an answer out of it.
Were you friends up to that point?
Yes. Like we were friends till he left, you know, and we had a mentor-mentee kind of relationship, you know, at that point, because I was a lot younger. So like I didn't push. I sent him some texts and called him like after he left, but I wasn't like comfortable enough with him to like, because we were peers, but you know, he was here and I was here.
Yeah,
so I
on two different levels.
Push that envelope. So after a while, I just let it go.
Right.
And then even over the years, I reached out to him a couple of times to try to like engage and just see where he was at and if he was interested in coming back. And nothing, no response, except whenever he would get a chance, he would just talk as much crap as he could. And so, yeah, I had all of this stuff bottled up for 10 years to finally be able to get out there on a microphone and say it. And it's probably not even articulated the best it can, but there's just so much real, I mean, hatred's a strong word, but it's as close to hatred as you can get.
Like animosity?
Resentment, animosity, like just anger, you know? I mean, it's really palpable. I think, you know, the reason people attach to the promos is because they can see that there is, you know, real emotion behind them for me. And so I'll be, it's a very cathartic experience for me. I'll be happy to kind of just like get that physicality out on the 6th and hopefully be done with it.
Did you ever think CM Punk would come back to WWE?
No.
You know, when he joined the broadcast team on Fox, when they were doing that backstage show, I think it was, I thought to myself, okay, maybe there's an opportunity here. And then when he joined AEW, I kind of thought, you know, maybe he'll have like a Twilight run here.
Yeah.
But there were then a lot of times where I just thought, you know, because it wasn't like, you know, I know he makes it out like he didn't really like the other guy that was in charge. But the truth is he didn't really get along with the current guy that's in charge either. You know, that wasn't like they were pals as well. So I think that even when Triple H took over, you know, I didn't think there'd be an olive branch to be had, you know? So kind of 50-50, but I would waver more towards no, I never thought it was going to happen.
And you weren't told he was going to come back at Survivor Series?
No. No, that was a bit of a surprise.
And that crash out was a genuine crash out for Seth Rollins. That crash out at Survivor Series, that was a genuine crash out. Not scripted, not off the air scripted or nothing. Genuinely, he crashed out. Was it a valid crash out after hearing this? Honestly, I'd say yes. After hearing this, honestly, yeah. And after watching them have their promo battle all the way up to main eventing the first Monday Night Raw on Netflix, everything from Seth I feel like is valid, but but at the same time, all he's looking for is an apology. And that's what most of the storylines in WWE have been up to, is an apology. That's it. It's like most of the guys that are heels in this, now I'm talking about storylines. Most of the guys that are heels in the company are in storylines where, you know, they hate that person for not doing something, and like most of the bad guys are not in the wrong. For instance, the New Day with Big E, they're not in the wrong. Big E was gone for years, and then you pop up now, and after we're at our lowest, after we said so much stuff to each other, you want to pop up now? All they were looking for is an apology. Like, every heel right now is right. Every heel right now is right and is just looking for an apology that probably they're not gonna never get. So they have to basically take it by, not even take it by force. You just gotta beat the shit out of them. Really.
You didn't look very happy.
You know what I wasn't happy about was, you know, Randy had just come back from a long hiatus. That was his moment. It was a great moment. I mean, the reaction for him when he came through the curtain was unreal. And, you know, we went out there, there was 10 of us out there, and we went out there and had a hell of a contest. And like, just didn't really need him, you know, didn't really need him, but you know, it's Chicago, it's his city. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's the most classic, make everything about me CM Punk moment I've ever seen. And so, I'm like,
if you really think about it, if you really think about it, bro, it feels that way. But at the end of the day, like, I know when I heard that CM Punk, I was excited. I was excited when I heard Randy, and the excitement just went even more when I heard CM Punk. Man, hey, again, with Seth, I kind of get it. I kind of get it, man. It's just, ooh.
Like, you know, when you're in that moment, your adrenaline just going through the roof. You know, you're just on the top of a cage celebrating with your pals, and like, you know, sold out Allstate Arena going bananas. And then like that happens, and it's no longer about the performance. It's no longer about Randy. It's no longer about, you know, what you had done to get to that point.
It's just about CM Punk.
Hi guys, it's about me. Remember, I'm the guy that you miss. Remember me, guys. So
you
know, just another kind of, you throw that on the pile of disgusting CM Punk moments. But don't worry, he's not selfish. He's in it for, you know, helping everybody else.
Yeah. All right. Hey man. Well, that was indeed the video, and I'm not gonna lie, that was a W clip. It was a W video. I'm not gonna lie, that was fire. That was fire. Very informative. And you know, it gives you that interview kind of gives you a deeper look on the wrestlers, like outside of the character, because we already know how CM Punk is outside of the character, and just like, seeing seeing the person outside of the character and how they feel about certain situations that's going on, I think that's cool, because that gets me attached to that person, and again that character too, because man, that was very informative. That was very informative. If y'all enjoyed the video, man, please leave a like, share it with your friends if they haven't seen the interview, already. Comment how you feel about the whole situation, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on those post notifications so you always know whenever I post a new video. And with that being said, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.